Well, hello. Welcome everyone to today's celebration launch live. And let me get the volume up so everybody can hear me. Welcome. Thank you everybody that has joined this line live, excuse me. I am so excited. Thank you everybody that has joined. I so appreciate you to let me know in the chat who you are because sometimes the handles differ from how I may know you online. So if you don't mind, share who you are, where you're checking in from. I certainly appreciate everyone being here. Thank you, y'all. This is a day of celebration. So, put some celebratory emojis in the chat. Let's celebrate together, y'all. I wish I could really properly put into words um, just how excited I am. What's up, Snowflake? What's up, Jermaine? Jermaine is like one of my prime supporters. I bless you, brother. Thank you so much. Hey, Alonia, the Coach Ty Miles. Yes, ma'am, from Alabama, who represents so beautifully, so well. Thank you so much, Coach Ty, for being here. Um, you know what? It's another cousin. And so, listen, on the Reese Colbert Show, where I'm on every Saturday with Reese, we're in year three on Sirius XM. We have two like cousins, like in the space. One of them is Walt out of Florida. Our other cousin is Leon out of Illinois. That's right. It's the hottest day party on the block. What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody. I got people that are joining me from YouTube and got people from Instagram. My sister is on here as well. Thank you so much, Jody. So good to see you. Well, hello, Pastor Sweet. So glad to have you, my good brother. What's up? K Nicole. I mean, thank you, everybody. Just let me know. Akachineke. Thank you, my sister. So glad to have you. Thank you so much for joining. R.Y. Jones. Robin. Okay, Robin. Hey, Robin. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Jenny. That's right, Jenny from Cincinnati. That's my girl. Hey, Jenny. Good to see you again. Thank you, everybody that is connected. Hello, Inga Red. I may be saying your handles wrong, but as I said, do please, if you feel cool or if you want to keep it a little mysterious, I do understand that as well. Listen, y'all, I was just saying before I kind of moved to another thought. I wish I could describe the feeling that I'm experiencing right now. I am beyond excited. Um, and I'm going to give you all a little backdrop. So I definitely thank you, respect your time. So grateful for you all being here. And so, what's up, Man of Steel? Much love to you as well. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad my dear sister, one of my best friends, she and her partner, Guy Outlaw, who have been a part of this journey, they're literally my day ones. Like not just saying day one because day one, they're literally my day one. So I'm going to talk to them a little bit. What's up, Mike Lee? Thank you so much for joining. And thank you for everybody for throwing the celebratory emojis in the chat. Y'all, it is a day of celebration. The fight to fly is here. So I got some proof copies on, I believe it was Sunday, because the book went live on Amazon Saturday. The launch date is actually today. And I got the proof copy, and the first person to read through it was my mom. And when she finished reading, she was literally just, she really didn't have a whole lot to say. She was crying a lot, and it was just powerful to hear her talking about the power of my storytelling. Parents are definitely always going up for their kids, no matter the age, that's usually kind of the flow of it. But to hear her heart around what I'd written and the things that she learned about me, because there are going to be things that you learn about me as well in this book. So it is definitely a book that the launch pad is definitely the accident, but there's so much more that you will get in these 9 chapters. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for going up in the chat. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, YouTube. And so let me just kind of level set here. And dun, 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 dun. Isn't she lovely? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Isn't she lovely? See that? Isn't she lovely? Y'all, this is the newest member of our family. Say hi to her. Okay. Check out the spine. Hello. Hello. Shout out to Outlaw Manifest. You can follow him on Instagram, Outlaw Manifest. Look at that spine. Y'all see that spine? That girl is fine. Okay. Okay. And then here is the back. Oh my gosh, y'all. And then 23 Books Publishing. I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit around that too. Honey, we are official with this barcode and this ISBN. It is mine. And this is my publishing company, 23 Books, right? This is absolutely an effort that I am so super proud of. So y'all, this is her. This is her. I've had a few people. Well, I hadn't checked Amazon, but I had a number of orders from Amazon, which I'm so super grateful for. So thank you for everybody that ordered from Amazon. For those of you that ordered online or from the Reframe Brain website, you're actually going to get a signed author's copy. So I'm going to write your name in the book. You will get a signed copy from me. But thank you for everybody that's running up the numbers on Amazon and then they've left reviews as well too. So we'll talk about that. But just want y'all to see, honey, here she go, honey, with a spine so fine. It's gonna look real good on your bookshelf. All of that. She's real official. Okay. Thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So all of that to say, so let's kind of level set a little bit because we see the newest member of our family here, our girl, right? I want to say to you all, for everybody that has been that ran up the pre-orders and that's ordering online, thank you so much. Again, you will get a signed copy from me. Those books will get to me July 28th. So people that are ordering straight from Amazon, they're coming a lot quicker because they're ordering one, two. I've had people, the most I've had a person order is 4 books, but people are generally ordering 1 or 2 books. So if you order multiples, if you order through Amazon, you're probably going to get your book a lot quicker. The people that order from the Reframe Brain website that have elected to get a signed copy from me, you will get your book July 28th, the week of July 28th. Let me say it back, the week of July 28th. That is on a Monday. That is when you should start seeing your books come in the mail. I'm going to just let you know I will be at the beach signing those books, honey. So you will be getting those books from me from the beach. Be very, very relaxed. I'm generally relaxed anyway, but y'all know how I feel about the water, surfing, and all of that. So you will get those books from me as I'm getting them from Amazon the week of July 28th. That's not next week. That is the week after that. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Leon. That was so super nice. No, Jermaine, if you ordered from the Reframe, everybody that orders from the Reframe Brain website, you're getting a signed copy. So yeah, so you don't have to do another order. Yeah, everybody that orders from the Reframe Brain website, you are getting a signed author's copy. Okay, so everybody that orders from the Reframe Brain website, you will get a signed copy of the book from me. So thank you for asking that question. Oh, Angela, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. She said that she was flying by to congratulate me. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I try to keep my melanin popping. So thank you all so very much. So I just want to make that clear and say it again for those who, maybe just joining in. People who order from the Reframe Brain website, you will get your book the week of July 28th. That's not next week. It's the week after that because listen, we're in the middle of July. This week is almost over. Tomorrow is Wednesday, child. So the week after that will be the 21st. And then the week after that will be the 28th. And that's when you can start looking for your signed copy, honey, of The Fight to Fly. So I want to let you all know that. Additionally, if you order from Amazon, please, please, please leave a 5-star review. If you do not feel like you have 5 stars to give, baby, keep it. I just want to be real clear. Listen, it is tough out there. And if it wasn't your cup of tea or whatever it may be, if you get order it from Amazon and you don't want to leave a 5-star review, just keep it. You know what I mean? Just keep it, just keep it, just keep it. But all those who order from Amazon, particularly like Leon said, and I bless you, my brother, he said he ordered a copy for his niece as well. Please leave a 5-star review, okay? We need to make sure authors, particularly Black authors, and those people, that write well. I've been writing all of my life. And so I'm just really, really proud of this personal transformative memoir, of which I'm going to read a little bit from you in just a little bit. So that is how you can help me. Um, Leon, I'm going back to Leon as an example. And Jermaine, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jermaine. That's so super sweet. Now, Jermaine was one of my first people, my first like group of people that pre-ordered like last year when I announced the book. So he's going to buy another copy on Amazon just so he can leave a 5-star review. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, brother. If you feel so compelled, please do so. Thank you, everybody on Instagram. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate that because, listen, this is actually, I have 2 copies. This is the proof copy that that we can get as authors. You see, it says not for resale here at the top, right? That's the proof copy. I immediately, when it posted on Amazon, I immediately went to Amazon. I ordered my own books. Okay. I ordered my book myself. So thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting, and thank you for supporting in a way where you can leave a 5-star review, sharing it. Also, one of the things that was brought to my by 2 people, Reese, and shout out to Reese. Reese had another engagement. So shout out to Reese. She is one of my primary, a good supporter of mine. I love her. She's my boo. She's my sister. One of the things that she talked about on air last week when we were talking about the book last Saturday was doing a virtual book club. And Akachaneki actually brought that to my attention as well. She's out of Houston. So, another way that you could help with this book, if you just like Erica, I'm not doing Bezos, I don't do Amazon, not doing Target, honey, I'm not doing any of it. Perfect, cool. Like, I got you. Well, what you can do is you and your reading people, you all can come together and do an online book club. You all can do a virtual book club and you can gather together. And please feel free to say, hey, Erica, do you mind like popping in so you can talk a little bit about the book? Please do send me a DM. I am very responsive. Or for those of you all that ordered a book, my email address is in the book. My email address is on the back of the book. Okay, see that? Hello at the reframebrain.com. See that? Hello at the reframebrain.com. I'm going to put it in the chat um, to get in touch. So, yeah, you can, if you would like to invite me to your respective virtual book club, um, I'm more than happy to be a guest at your respective book club to pop in and talk to you a little bit about some of the themes of the book that we're going to discuss here in just a moment. So there's my email address. I just popped it in the chat real quick. I'm also going to pop it in the chat on Instagram. So it'll be flowing on both sides. Also, on the back of the book, I have my YouTube handle. I also have my Instagram on here as well. So listen, there's no way that you cannot not get in touch with me, right? Love that, love that, love that. Okay, so we got it on there. So if you want to send an email out to say, hey, would love to have you pop in your book club, this is how you can do it. Why supporting this book matters? Supporting this book matters is because the stories that we tell as authors, particularly Black authors, uh, some of it is made to appear as though there's only room for a few of us. And I do not believe in scarcity mindset at all. I believe that particularly when we look at the table, the table is always and continually expanding. I don't believe in just the few. I believe in everybody's voice has something to add to the conversation, right? So in terms of why our book matters, it's not that there can only be a few Black faces that represent the breadth of topics, um, that and experiences that we all experience as human beings. That doesn't even make sense to me. How can a few people from any community pretty much describe or share the experiences of an entire community, of an entire expanse of humanity not happening? So I'm a believer in continually expanding the table. I built my own tables. I believe in it, right? And so this personal transformative memoir takes place or begins at what some of you all, or how some of you all have come to know me, is by way of a near fatal car accident, March 15th, 2021. I am a former political executive, and I was traveling, and while traveling, my car was hit from behind by an 18-wheel truck twice, rendering me a polytraumatic patient requiring the care of 9 doctors, practitioners, and therapists. Um, and one of the most pronounced injuries that I sustained, which was um, literally a branch to all of the rest of the injuries that I sustained, was a brain injury, which is how the reframe brain came to be. And so in the book, that's where I start off with. I start off with the accident, right? But I don't end there, because what happened was that my brain, the whole kind of executive person that people would come had come to know, the political commentator, had been reduced to that of a toddler. And so I had to work to regain my mobility, my speech, which I still have stumbles and struggles with, right? I absolutely hear it, right? Still even now. But loss of muscle coordination. I now have one of several disabilities, which is known as ataxia, which is loss of muscle coordination. So I used to a whole lot the first few years of my brain injury, but sometimes, like just recently, I had an injury here on my thumb where my hand just kind of like gave way while I was trying to like reach for something. It just lost all power. So it's things like that that I still have to navigate and move through. So in the fight to fly, I start with that injury, and I talk about the loss of identity. I talk about how I grieved and didn't want to live because of everything that I lost and the things that I saw myself continually losing. And those losses were very much so every now you can think of people, places, and things. And how I had to make a decision around pivoting. And in that pivoting, there were pivots, there were risings, and there were fallings, and there were fallings, and there were risings, and there were risings, and there were fallings, right? And then I talk about the reframe. And the reframe is how I shifted, how I look at my life, to say that, wow, it really was a pleasure to have the years that I had before. They were not wasted, because I don't believe that any experience is wasted. I don't believe that God is a God that wastes experiences. No experience is wasted. What I also believe is that it was also time for me to say, I'll see you, right? To the person that I knew, and began to actually start the work of exploration into the woman that I was coming to know and what that looked like for me. Well, Joelle, I'm so glad you came over here. My sister's over here now. She said I had to switch over to YouTube. So, having said that, I want to take a moment and I want to do what I said I was going to do, which was read a little bit from the Fight to Fly. Thank you for everybody that's on, that's joined on, for everybody that's going to be watching by replay, for everybody that has bought the book. If you've not bought the book, Joelle, if you don't mind, put it in the chat, thereframebrain.com, if you don't mind doing that for me, love. Um, My sister's put that in the chat for you all. This is my younger sister. So, oh my gosh. And yeah, I'm so glad. Okay, so before I read from the book, thank you, God. So I actually on YouTube right now, you see the hand wave, you see Guy Outlaw. So I have his boo, wifey is on Instagram. One of my best friends, Jocelyn Vaughn of I Am More, she's on Instagram. He's here on YouTube. Y'all say hey to Guy. Guy did this cover 11 years ago. Y'all see this? This man did this 11 years ago. 11 years ago. And I am reminded of what he said because the cover turnaround was really, really quickly. He said that he'd never done a cover this quickly before. He also designed the 23 Books Publishing logo, which is very, very personal to me. Um, it's in honor of my son. And I'm so, so grateful that he did that. He did this in, I think, a few hours just this week, last week. He did it just like that. But he said to his now wifey, he said to her, whatever she's going to do, this book is going to be powerful, that he never designed a cover as quickly as he did. And so to Guy, who we were doing changes, I mean, like the change, I'm saying we, child, when are we? Guy was doing changes. Let me, Guy and Vaughn, they were doing changes. They were doing changes. I mean, up to the last minute. So thank you everybody for showing Guy love in the chat. It is an absolutely stunning cover, and it just really is a testament to God giving us ideas, but actually not releasing us to actually provide the content around it until it's time. And so it was in 2014, and in 2010, God gave me exactly, excuse me, that was in 2014. In 2024, God gave me the content to actually write about because I had experienced the fight to fly in the fullness. Thank you, D. It is. And Guy, I hope you're seeing all of the love there. And y'all keep bigging Guy up. I mean, this cover, oh my, I have wept over this cover because this was me in 2021, like literally for almost a year. I had literally gone back to being essentially a toddler, as my brain practitioner shared. Like, listen, that woman, she is at rest right now. She'll rise back up as she continues to build capacity in her brain again. But right now, she has the functionality of a toddler. So, this book cover, it means so, so much to me. So, so much to me. That's it. That's it. I know that's right, wifey. My girl is on here. Jocelyn ATL says, love to King Outlaw. He is absolutely a king, and she is a queen, honey. They are a power couple. Do you understand me? So, this is their work. And Jocelyn, one of my best friends, when you get the book, you will see the level, you will get a glimpse because you can't experience the fullness of the love that I have for this woman. I so admire her. She is a public health administrator expert. She is very well read, brilliant, trilingual, has lived abroad, has a global touching mission and commission. And I Am More, and has done work in many countries, and not just saying that, she literally has guided and consulted in her work. And that she and Guy, but especially she, took so much care and so much time. It was so tender. And being my book doula, as I have coined and termed her, she was my book doula. So I love you, my dear sister. I love you. Thank you so much. Um, so let me bring you all to, this is what the inside of the book looks like, y'all. Y'all see that? Look at that. Look how beautiful. You see how beautiful that is? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You see how beautiful that is? Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, come on. Um, So I am going to read a little bit, and I think I'm going to read an excerpt from chapter one, and I think my camera got a little upset, like, girl, what was all that you were doing? This is chapter one, and I know it's a little blurry on YouTube, but it should get it together in a minute. This is chapter one. They did such a phenomenal job, um, Guy and Jocelyn Vaughn doing. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Each chapter is outlined. So, chapter one is called A Few Cocktails. And for everybody that orders the book, you're going to see, like, oh my gosh, Erica, it's not what you think it is. So, I want to read a little bit for you. This is chapter one. The title of this is A Few Cocktails. It's 9 chapters of the book, in the book, period. And this is chapter one, again, a few cocktails. So that's how you will be introduced to every chapter. Look at that beautiful artwork. Oh my gosh. So thank you all for hanging in here. We're at the 26-minute mark. And so here is a few cocktails. Chapter one. The early days were rough. The state of confusion and shock that I lived through was met with the reality of how significantly my life had changed completely in one breath, one moment. Before this major incident, before this major life occurrence, I was a political executive at a political consulting firm in the DC area. Our firm was doing great national and international work of which I was proud, particularly having traveled to South Sudan as an emissary in 2019. I bore witness to the youngest nation in the world's ongoing water crisis and impact of a newly signed peace agreement after recent civil war disruptions. During my time there, and with the security team and armor bearer, I took meetings regarding the freeing of a political prisoner who studied in the States and was working towards his doctoral degree in Cambridge when he was taken into custody in his home of Juba, South Sudan. As a functioning emissary, I met with local and state officials, leaders of the Nile, the security directorate, and the president and his first vice president while being the only woman in the room. But my travel and efforts and that of my firm and allies proved to be essential. 11 months after being in country, with him serving significant time being jailed in one of the worst prisons, with the support and negotiation power of a dynamic attorney, the Pope, South Sudanese clergy, and a member of Congress, our firm and a team of dedicated individuals and groups whose impact reverberates beyond names, he was freed. I was privileged to meet with the newly freed Sudan Lost Boy and his beautiful family in an undisclosed location in 2020. It is one of the most treasured and extraordinary milestones in my political and humanitarian career. And so I'm going to skip over to a little bit to March 15th, 2021. Um, Monday, March 15th, 2021 was an absolutely beautiful day. The weather could not have been better for a budding spring day. I left my parents' home in North Carolina that morning to ensure a well rested drive to Georgia. I'd had my panoramic sunroof in my Mercedes Benz open, and there was nearly no traffic. But as I entered Columbia, I noticed that construction signs were guiding drivers to one lane of Interstate 20. I remember that everyone seemed to be enjoying the pleasantness of the day as well. Everyone was in a good mood, or so I thought. As I moved to the left lane, I noticed an 18-wheel truck menacing other drivers out of their lane of traffic. It seemed quite strange, particularly since moments before there were only clear skies and even better driving along the stretch of interstate. But he continued. As he got closer to me, I couldn't move because my left lane on the because to the left was a wall. The traffic was narrowing, and it was at that time I looked up and saw that he was moving closer to the back of my car. I felt frozen. and deeply afraid of what was about to happen. I don't remember the first hit, but when I came to, my head was on fire. I recall looking in my rear view in absolute horror, and it was at this time I watched in what seemed to be a suspended time. He pulled back and revved forward into the back of my car again. I lost consciousness. My head and the left side of my body, including my neck, my shoulder, arm, back, thigh, leg, and foot, melded with slamming force to the left side of my car, along with the right side of my body, collapsing into the cogency of the hit. I don't remember much after these attacks. And I use that word intentionally because it best explains the level of assault waged against me. My next memory is being driven by ambulance to the local hospital and sent for x rays. I was disoriented. I called my dear friend that I had been, and that's Dr. Wynn, my god sister, to share that I'd been in an accident, but that I was still en route to Georgia. She quickly helped me to understand that that would not be the case given what I'd endured. I was in a state of shock with a massive headache. So, that is a little bit of what you have in store with the flight to fly. And that's a little bit of the, I skipped around a little bit. You'll hear a little bit more around why the first chapter is titled A Few Cocktails, because you'll read and you'll see something that actually happened in terms of, and you know what, since you all are hanging around, let's read. Let me go ahead and read to you why this is titled A Few Cocktails. I appreciate you all. Um, so I'm going to read this, and I'm going to read to you why this is titled A Few Cocktails, and then we'll end there. Um, the confusion continued to heighten as I was placed in a room to be seen by a doctor. I had to go to the restroom and ask the attendant, who began to take my vitals, where it was located. Now, this is in South Carolina. I've been wheeled into the room, and he was aware of this. Instead of helping me on instead of helping me on what seemed like a mile walk, he pointed without looking up at me to the direction of the restroom. I remember walking down the hall, gripping it like a handrail and moving much slower than I could ever recall. Everything seemed to operate in slow motion. And my feet felt heavy. The pounding of my head continued to increase, and there was now an operatic aria between my ears. As I found the door handle and carefully turned it for a moment, I didn't know why I was in the restroom. So I was starting to forget things. Oh, to use it. I slowly oriented myself to pull my clothes down and with both hands attempted to squat over a public toilet. So imagine all of this after having the force of an 18-wheel truck hit you twice. So I'm walking you through what has happened after that assault, after going into this hospital, and how I was treated. It seemed like minutes passed before I completed this usually 30-second movement. After washing and drying my hands, I walked in the same slow manner back down the hallway. Here we go, y'all. The attendant was there, still uninterested in my presence, and began to affix monitors and ask a series of questions. He left without so much as a salutation, and after some time passed, a young woman entered the room and introduced herself as a student resident. She asked me to recall what happened, and I did so to the best of my ability. So I'm setting the stage for, again, for everybody that's just joined and listened, why this is called specifically a few cocktails. She took note and seemed a bit more welcoming than the male attendant, then shared she was leaving the room and would return with the doctor. Okay. He walked in jovial and talking loudly, given my escalating head pounding. Everything from his voice to the room light was strident. He was a supervisory education physician for residents and attending and repeated the same questions as the resident. I explained the 18-wheel truck striking the rear of my car while driving, that I was experiencing increased pain in my head. I told them that I felt slowed down as though I had a few cocktails. It was 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will not forget what he asked me next. Well, did you? That is chapter 1. That is on page 9. No, page 11 of The Fight to Fly. So that is why the name of chapter 1 is A Few Cocktails, specifically because of that. Um, that was very difficult. Oh, excuse me, y'all. That was very difficult to not only write, to go through. Is absolute. That's right, Jenny. Disrespectful. Absolutely, Danielle. Wow. Disrespectful. Absolutely, Jermaine. Outrageous, Jenny. Absolutely. Hey, TB. Thank you, everybody that joined. I appreciate all of you all. But that's page 11 of chapter 1 of A Few Cocktails. I had no other way because there were things that I was experiencing at that time after being taken by ambulance to this really interesting hospital in South Carolina. I will just say it that way. The medical malpractice that I experienced was abhorrent, but we absolutely know, and my bestie said, yep, trash providers, absolutely, that these people exist. And that's why I pointed out that this particular individual was a supervisory physician, educator that was running that department of residents. So he was modeling, he was demonstrating what it means to be in care of patients, particularly patients that don't look like they're worthy of care. And I don't know what anyone looks like that's not worthy of care. I don't know what I don't even that I don't get that. Everybody is worthy of care. So thank you all for hanging with me. Wanted to share that with you. Um, that's only on page 11, and this is 100 pages. Is actually 99 proper. And I'm really proud of the 99 pages. I'm proud of the 9 chapters. I wrote this book. These are my words. They went from 23,000 to about 21,444, somewhere around there. So for those of you all that have asked about an audiobook, don't know, but please do get the paperback book so that you can support me, so that we can run up the numbers. Um, and you know, thank you all so much. Thank you, Jenny. It is by the telling of our story that we are absolutely we stand in our power. And so there were so many things that were happening, that were taking place to me, that's unbelievable. And we'll save a lot of this conversation for book tours and things of that nature, virtual book clubs. But through it all, I will forever say that God is faithful. um, I know that the God that I serve, I don't, serve a God that's, I'm not about getting my lick back. Like, that's not me. God will take care of what he needs to take care of. He just will, right? He just will. I am a firm believer in that. But the really powerful way that we could actually elevate and make this um, um, make people that have experienced medical malpractice is to buy this book, raise it up, tell your stories. This might actually open the door for somebody or somebodies to share their story. Thank you, Jermaine. This might open the door for people to tell their stories around medical malpractice that they've experienced. So it was just the beginning. It was the genesis to many, many more experiences. But this is a book about reclamation. This is a book about reframing. This is a book about telling death no. This is a book about digging deep in the most quiet, in the most vulnerable, and the most tempting of hours to not want to continue to live. Okay, so I think that as we live in the upside down, as I call this time and space now, hey, everybody, thank you for all those who listened. And if you're watching the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. But that's what this book about. This book is about reclamation, reframing, and understanding who you are in spite of, in that declaration. I'm going to read some of the comments and then we're going to close out. Again, the best way that you can support is please, please, please go to the reframebrain.com to order the book or to go to Amazon to get the book. If you are not yet a member of the Reframe Brain community, go over to the reframebrain.com so you can join the mailing list. I'm happy to send you the same very, very brief newsletter. My newsletters are not like books. I try to keep them 2 or 3 paragraphs at the most and very light. So if you go to the reframebrain.com, you will get all of the information about buying the book, Instagram, um, here on YouTube. I'm definitely going to post some stuff so that you can make sure. But please, please, please run up the orders. Go to the reframebrain.com, get the book. You'll get a signed author's copy. Amazon, if you want to get it quicker and start having conversations about this book. Tours, book clubs, those are coming. We're going to see the cities that actually do want me to come and see them. I know, there are people in, the DMV is like home. So of course, the DMV, but outside of the DMV, like where would you like to see me? Where can we have a gathering of at least about 40 people? So if you have a space or if you know a place where it's like the people read, they love to have you there. I know a place, I know people that will show up. Again, my email, hello at the reframebrain.com. It's all over this book. It's all in the inside of the book. Okay. It's all in here. It's all on here. My information is in here. So I'm seeing New York. I'm seeing Chicago. Listen, I'm up for it. I'm up for it. But I need for people to show up. Jermaine, Texas. Listen, Akachaneke got you. Malik Books in LA. I would love to, Smitty. Maybe the band can come. You know what I mean? But yeah, I need for at least 40 people to come. So, G, I'm coming for you, my brother. So yeah. Oh, hey, Eddie. Yeah, it's coming, Eddie. Thank you so much. Bless you. Akachineke. Yeah, and I think you and Jermaine are in 2 different parts of Texas. But yeah, so if I can get about 40 people, I'm there because I gotta, be there. Okay, semicolon books in Chicago. Oh, okay. Well, listen, let me know. I'm happy. I'm happy to come, but I definitely, definitely, definitely want to, you know, come where there are going to be people there, people that want about a book. Okay, so DM me. My DMs are definitely open. You can always email me at hello at the reframebrain.com or just hop in my DMs and I will respond to you. Okay, virtual book clubs coming up. Reese and I have talked about something. Akachi Neke and I are discussing something. So be on the lookout for that. But definitely when the promo tour comes up, I need to see y'all. Okay. Um, that's pretty much all I had. Listen, I want to say thank you to everybody that took 44 minutes now out of their day to connect with me and to join. Um, okay, thank you, Jermaine. Um, thank you so much. I'm going to go through the questions really quickly. If you have questions, you're more than welcome to drop them here. Were all orders received on the website received a signed copy? Absolutely. If you want a signed copy, you can get that from ordering at the Reframe Brain website. All are signed from the Reframe Brain. You get a personalized signed copy from the Reframe Brain website. Thank you for everybody that's ordering from Amazon. I got people that did Amazon and that did the website. I bless you all. Good night to you. Thank you, Leon. I appreciate you. But yes, everybody that orders from the website will get a signed copy. So there'll be dates coming about around promotional tours for the book. Definitely will have that coming, virtual book clubs that's coming up. Please do share this with other people. If you've not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to the Reframe Brain YouTube page and like so you can receive notifications because we're going to be definitely barnstorming around this book. I'm so proud of her. And thank you all for like having a listening session with me. I bless you all. I see a couple more questions. Thank you so much for your vulnerability and sharing your experiences with us. Seeing your ascension in the face of so many obstacles is such an inspiration. By the way, you look gorgeous, sis. Thank you, Ashley Roberts. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca, tell everybody how they can support you. Rebecca is the president, and it escapes my mind right now, but she is definitely a history maker. One of my, she's a political genius around electoral politics. Love her, and she's leading an organization. I believe you started this month, if I'm not mistaken. So, congratulations to you, dear sister, and I appreciate you. Thank you, a testimony of faith. Appreciate you, G. Um, Dr. K, thank you, Doctor. I think this is Dr. K Tap. Bravo, Erica. Tremendously proud of your courage and will to thrive. I've witnessed your journey. My day one appearance on Roland Martin Unfiltered to myriad spaces. Bless you. Oh, bless you. So, Dr. K, that may not be Dr. K Tap, but bless you, sis. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope I get, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I bless you. Thank you for my bestie, Vaughn, for my bestie Outlaw. Thank you both so much. I love you all so, so much. I'll let you know the cities, um, Guy's business name or website. Guy, if you're still on, is I know he's at Outlaw Manifest. You all can follow him on Instagram at Outlaw Manifest. Let me see. I think it's in the book. Is it in the book? I know it's at Outlaw Manifest. Guy or Vaughn. Um, Let me see. Outlaw Manifest um, for cover design. And I'm going to put that on there. Ooh, child. Spell it, Jesus. Help a girl. Help that sister out. The Lord will help if you ask him. Hallelujah. So that's it. Yeah, that's what he is on Instagram. Outlaw Manifest on Instagram. So I'm not sure if he's already logged out, but that's how you can get in connected with him. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Akachaneki. Love you too. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the reading and discovering how I came to um, title the chapter "A Few Cocktails." A few cocktails. Listen, when you read the book, let me know. When at one Erica Savage at the Reframe Brain. Let me know. And so for everybody, again, if you just joined very quickly, thank you so much. I'm so proud of that, Instagram. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know of any Black bookstores, please do put me in contact. I'm happy to connect with them. Um, if you do absolutely connect, if you, when you read, excuse me, so let me go back. For those people that ordered from the Reframe Brain website, I said this at the top, but just to bring you in, your books, you will be getting them. I will be at the beach that week, the week of July 28th. You will be getting your signed copies the week of July 28th. So it's not this coming Monday because we're almost halfway through this week. The ones on Amazon, it went live on Amazon 3 days before the launch date. It went live on Saturday. So people that are ordering for Amazon are getting their books. That's why there are already some reviews on Amazon. For those that are getting their signed copies, the books are still coming to me. I'm still, they haven't delivered the books just yet. They're coming. In the next few, the next, not next, the end of next week. You will get your books the week of July 28th. They will be the signed copy. So everybody that orders, please continue to order from the Reframe Brain. That's how you get your signed copy. And those books will be deployed the week of July 28th, not next Monday, the Monday after that. Okay. Oh, love you too, Twitter buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you. You certainly have. And I appreciate you and your wife, Tammy. Thank you so, so much. So As you read, if you're getting it from Amazon and you're getting your signed copy from, the Reframe Brain, please screenshot, let me know, do a video, do something to let people know that you're actually reading and supporting this story, this personal transformative memoir. It will bless you and help you. And somebody said in the comments, like, it's like when you're telling your story, it's like being in the class when one person speaks out and you find others had the same question issue. Absolutely. You hit it right on the head. Hey there, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very glad that everyone joined. Shout out to the replay play crew. I bless you all. Listen, I'm going to sleep praising God, just overwhelmed, so super grateful, y'all. God is so, so, so faithful. He is so faithful. If you know me, you know who I am at my core, and I really bless him for this being out in the earth. So thank you for ordering. DM me to come to your city and do, like, when you get your copy, brag on it, honey. Pictures, tag me at one Erica Savage at the Reframe Brain, and let me know, let the world know how the fight to fly has been a real, real game changer for you. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And thank you for giving me space to share something that was written by me with you. All right. Love you all. That's right. Congratulations, Rebecca. Thank you all. Love you all so much. Thank you for everybody that's watching on the replay. Do let us know that you're watching on the replay. Thank you. Be well. Have a wonderful rest of the day and stay grounded. Love you all. Be well. Bye bye.